Well, welcome everybody to a special edition of the Brody File. For the next half hour, we're going to give you a closer look at 3 U.S. senators who are thinking about running for the presidency in 2016.
Now, on to the former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee. He's also expected to jump into the fray this week. In 2012, he said he didn't have that fire in his belly to run for president. Do you see the fire in the belly this time around?
Yeah, I do. I've spoken with him many times. I think there's not only more fire in the belly, I think there's more money in the wallet. And I think that's going to help Huckabee this time around. I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, he has told me privately that this time around will be different financially. And, you know, to quote the philosopher Jerry Maguire, show me the money. That's exactly what needs to happen for Huckabee to be successful. Look, Huckabee could be one of the last guys standing here. Why is that? Well, he has likability ratings through the roof. He's a great communicator, somewhat like a Ronald Reagan type communicator. So he's got those two things going for him. The problem has always been money. The problem has also been that he's such a kind of a nice guy that he hasn't been taken as seriously on foreign policy in the past. This time, he is determined to change that, already coming out with ads, some campaign ads actually, pre-campaign ads, that show him being very tough on radical Islam and taking it to the terrorists. So we'll see. Kevin McCarthy is a people person, whether it's hanging out at Luigi's in Bakersfield.
Good seeing you again. Take care. Tell the family I said hi.
Helping Republican colleagues campaign across the country, or taking the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Now that was a little cold.
Kevin McCarthy oozes happiness.
How are you? Good to see you.
It's a skill that's helped him get where he is today.
Kevin McCarthy is going to be the new House Majority Leader.
After just 8 years, he made it to Majority Leader faster than any congressman in history. What a meteoric rise. I mean, are you sometimes, what do? You just kind of scratch your head and go, really?
Yeah, I get shocked just being able to get into the building.
The Lone Star State slogan, "Don't mess with Texas," could now be expanded to "Don't mess with Texas pastors."
Senator Cruz, please come share with us about this.
Thursday in Houston, Senator Ted Cruz came to his home church to give city officials a lesson on religious liberty.
The city of Houston has no power, no legal authority to silence the church.
The controversy began over a city ordinance that not only bans discrimination against LGBT people, it also allows them to choose which bathroom they want to use. That's when pastors here said, enough.
There's no such thing as anti-gay in the course of this and all, but we are for God's standard of morality.
Citizens signed petitions to overturn the ordinance and gathered enough to force a vote, but the Houston City Council declared the signatures invalid. The Christian advocates behind the petition sued. In an attempt to fight back, the city demanded to see sermons, texts, emails, or any correspondence whatsoever from pastors against the ordinance. That would have included any preaching about homosexuality or gender identity. Pastors said, no way. In an exclusive interview with CBN News, Cruz says he hopes Christians take notice of what's happening here.
Is this a situation where a sleeping giant has awoke? What is your sense here?
You know, I think it may well be, and I certainly hope that it is. I never imagined we would see this kind of hostility to faith here in Houston.
We're looking for disturbances in the sand, footprints, or whatever it may be.
This is the front lines of the immigration battle. Agents near Yuma, Arizona, constantly searching for people illegally crossing the Mexican border, whether in the desert, on the river,
I know we're being observed at all time. They know we're here right now.
Or along the highway.
Just last week, they pulled 29 pounds of methamphetamine from inside the gas tank.
The Yuma Sector Border Patrol actually patrols about 126 miles of the United States border, and they patrol all over, including here in the Imperial Sand Dunes in California. It is a wild scene out here, something very unique, including a floating fence for 8 miles. What is your response to folks that say that you are anti-union, if you will? When you hear that, what do you say?
Well, you know, on 2 counts, it's just completely wrong.
Are you misunderstood? And if you are, why?
You know, I I have to believe I am.
There have been conservatives that say, look, you know, partnering with Schumer and Durbin and Menendez and all. I mean, the question is, do you trust these guys on immigration reform to make sure that they're an honest broker?
Well, the thing about legislating is it has to be in writing. I mean, at the end of the day, the bill is in writing.
Do you believe Republican leadership would really seriously entertain potential going down the road of impeachment? I mean, what is your view on
You know, you have only to listen to some of their leadership.
Senator Cruz, here on the Brody file. Senator, thanks for doing this. Appreciate it.
David, it's always good to be with you.
They felt like you misrepresented your position on that bill.
Let me clarify this right now because because they have not been telling the truth. And, you know, I hate to say that people are lying, but here's a situation where folks are lying.
What is the slogan for a potential Lindsey Graham presidential campaign? We've heard Marco Rubio, A New American Century. We've heard some others. Yeah. I know you're going to get there potentially on an announcement, but what is that slogan? What are you all about in this presidential campaign potentially?
Security through strength.
There has been a lot of talk about this being a center-right nation and that out of this Congress comes some of what many call big government liberal laws, and therefore this has been a problem for Democrats.
What we've done are things that have been badly needed in this country for a long time.
Rick, just before the camera started rolling and just you with her, it was her smile that brought the smile to you.
Are you going to smile for everybody? Are you going to smile for everybody? Yeah. You're going to smile for your daddy, right? Yeah. That's what I thought.
When you see that smile, I mean, what does it do for you? What's the heart for you on that?
She is, she's just this beautiful, vulnerable, dependent. And she's completely dependent upon us.
The South Dakota Snow Queen.
Oh my goodness, you brought that up.
Well, look, there's a thing called the internet, and I do research.
You got that? Oh my goodness.
I found
the South Dakota Snow Queen. In my defense, in high school, every girl in high school did the Snow Queen event.